and Velveteen Dream, recent legal issues and arrest. First off, just before I read it out, have you even seen Velveteen Dream wrestle?
I have seen him. Yes, I have.
Okay.
Not a big fan of him, really. Not a big fan.
Oh, okay then. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll read out what I've got then, and then you can comment on it also. TMC reported that Dream, real name Patrick Clark, bit and punched a gym employee after he was told he had to vacate a certain area of the gym because it was being cleaned. And he was arrested, mugshot out there, and all that kind of thing. And then EC3, former TNA star, former WWE star, when they let him be on TV, then went on record with the following on Sportskeeda's The Wrestling Outlaws show. He said, "We had a party and it was at my place, and he, Dream, came over because I'm being friendly and I'm a top guy and I try to welcome everybody into the thing. He left his phone in my bathroom. I can so see you in the corner of my eye when you're doing all that as well. Bathroom with the camera on trying to capture people taking pisses. So there. How did I know? Because it's my bathroom. When I walked in there and I see a phone selfie style propped up filming where if somebody's going to take a pee, they would have their phallus out, urinating into the water." So the modern day Chuck Berry there.
Unbelievable. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I've heard enough about him to assume, I'm assuming, that it is true. And Mr. Dream, I'm not a fan of his. I don't know how his character could have gotten over with mainstream America or the world, to tell you the truth. Even though the gay presence is everywhere, I don't care. But I'm just not going to, I don't find that type of character endearing to me. I wouldn't buy a ticket to go see him. And now we've had other like gay type characters in wrestling, but they were usually heels. And people don't want to remember those days. But yeah, people did get on gay characters in the ring, but that's how they made their living. That's how they made their, and most of them weren't even gay. They just did the character. But Mr. Dream, he's going to find out that you can't be punching employees, as maybe Omega and the Young Bucks may be finding out sooner than later. You can't punch employees or fight employees in the dressing room. And Mr. Dream may find out that, yeah, you can't punch an employee when he tells you to vacate an area. But I'm gonna go out on record here. I'm saying they're not going to do anything to Mr. Velveteen. I think he'll get suspended sentence, put on probation, and pay a fine. That's it.
Were there any other, well, I don't know if you want to out, so to speak, certain people, but were there any other sort of like locker room, like covert filmers, or just people who were very, very inappropriate in the locker room in that kind of sense, peeping Toms types?
Well, not that I recall, because word travels fast in a dressing room. What you hear more about dressing room is actually thieves, people that steal stuff. So I've heard a lot about that. So when I used to go to the ring and I would have money on me, and not a lot of money, at one time, $20 was a lot of money. So I'd take my $20 and I would stick it down in my boot. So if somebody wanted to rob me, they'd have to hit me on the head, unlace my boot, pull down my sock, and pull out my $20 bill, which is a lot of work for $20. But I have heard, but what you do hear of is watches and rings, necklaces, things like that, missing from bags in the dressing room. And it only had to happen once, and then the word got around and everybody started watching their stuff.
Did you ever hear that Chuck Berry thing where like he owned a restaurant, he had secret cameras in the toilets and stuff?
I never heard that. So I was wondering, I didn't want to act stupid by saying, "I know what is the Chuck Berry thing?" So
but he had it.
But he had in the men's room or the ladies' room or both. Oh, okay. Because I'm saying Chuck Berry's not gay, is he? I thought you hear different things in England than we hear in the U.S. But I didn't know where that was coming from. But I was not going to throw it out there and let everybody think, well, where's Dutch been for the last 50 years? What the hell? But anyway, I didn't do that.
No, Chuck Berry. There are my two facts. That, and he wrote My Dingaling. So that's sort of maybe they those two things sort of tied together somehow.